Hello.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. How old are you?
I am 23.
All right. So we are a lot of time. We were talking about PhD or GED, but you got a question, or do you want to talk about the topic?
I can talk about the topic. When you mentioned like the viewpoints of men, no, when you mentioned the viewpoints of men, I completely agree with you because I'm like, okay, because you're a man, but then you go into detail with like mentioning the viewpoints of women as if like
Such as
you said like when it comes to our education we look for lower like educated men, and I don't believe that's true. Like,
so can a man ever can a woman speak on stuff that men do?
yes,
Can a man speak on stuff that women do?
agree,
Okay, that's what I see.
but placing opinions doesn't mean that these are factual statements like speaking
Excuse
and
me. What did I say? I said this is what I see. You can't disprove. You can't. If this is what I see, it's what I see. Did I say these are facts?
so if this is exactly what you're actually
No, 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 ma'am. Did I say these are facts?
you speak of it like it's facts and
No,
it
no, no. I said
places
speak.
opinions
Yeah,
into
no,
other
no. When I speak of facts, I cite my sources. I'm not. I'm very careful about the words that come out of my mouth, but I'm not responsible for what you mishear.
okay.
Can you speak about men in a factual, in an opinionated way that can sound like a fact?
I guess you can, yeah.
Can you?
Yeah.
But are you calling it a fact?
No.
And why would you hold me to a different standard?
I'm okay. You place it on your platform as what can be guided. Okay. Okay. I can give you that.
Okay, but it's not just something I said. Uh, you're 23.
Hmm.
I'm 52, and I've been around this country and talked to thousands and thousands and thousands of women in my lifetime. I've had this platform, and you've seen it happen for over a year and a half. At what point am I qualified to speak on women in a factual manner?
When you actually bring women inside the conversation, those are the facts.
Excuse me. I talked to women for the last year and a half, Monday through Friday.
Women that are coming.
Excuse me. I've talked to women Monday through Friday. The record is. Do you go to college?
Yes.
Okay. My sources are cited. Thousands of hours of content everywhere around the world. Me talking to who? Women. Bringing them into the conversation with facts. Am I qualified to speak? Yes or no?
I don't still feel like you're qualified to speak, but you
Feel.
can.
Feel. Who is more qualified to speak?
You neither of us, because
No, no,
both of
no, no,
us
no.
are feeling.
Okay, if I'm not qualified, then who would be? Someone who has the facts, the data, statistics, and has a year and a half body of work that's happened live stream in view of the world, that's been parsed over from this side to that side. If I'm not qualified, then who? I just want to know who. I accept it. I'm not qualified. Who is?
Me, a woman. So I hear you, as in you're saying that you've spoken to these women and you mentioned how your platform goes, but these women are coming to you for assistance and advice when they're not completely sure of what like area
Okay,
they.
Miss, hold on. Before we get down that path, um, you said you're qualified because you're a woman. What makes you qualified?
mm, how I want my life to go, like where
No,
I
no, no.
feel.
You said my facts, data, statistics, my body of work, my conversations, everything that I'm not qualified. But
Yeah.
just as quickly, you said you are qualified, and I said why?
Yes.
Because I'm a woman. Is your
Well,
gender what qualifies you?
Well, I'm looking at the dating pool as you say.
No, I asked a question before you move on. I asked, is your gender what qualifies?
Yes,
Why?
because you're speaking about a woman. So I, a woman, should speak about like what
So
qualifies.
you as a woman can supersede the hundreds or thousands of women I talk to. One woman, excuse me, let's just look at the men. You're basically making the most ridiculous argument that me as a solitary woman can come in because I'm a woman. I am better qualified than you when I talk to women. Make it make sense. I'm really trying to make it make sense because I don't. If you took this onto a college campus and tried to make this a point with the professor, you'd be laughed out of class.
No, he wouldn't.
Okay. So because you're a woman,
Mm-hmm.
that means you have a higher insight.
Yes, of what qualifies
Based upon what?
on what actually qualifies me
Based
and
on, what is your insight based upon?
my experience, what I'm actually desiring. If you're talking about what I
Based
desire,
upon your singular anecdotal experience.
okay, the experience of women. You speak.
No, 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 no. I'm saying you said that I'm not qualified. I said if I'm not qualified, who is? You said me, and I said why? Because you're a woman. If I'm a social scientist of sorts, and I conducted my experiments in the test cases with the data collated and sorted by black people in front of the entire world and talked to black women real time, thousands of hours, you're saying you as a 23-year-old woman, your single solitary anecdotal experience supersedes all the work I've done because you're a woman. So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a hypothetical question. Let me do a Thanos snap. I did a broadcast on feminism yesterday. So all of a sudden, I decided to become a trans woman. Could I then speak? Because now my gender matches yours. Shout out to Rhonda Mary. Good Uno reverse, Rhonda. So if I became a trans woman, I am now Caitlyn Jenner in this piece. Can I now speak on women with all the work that I've done? That's a yes or no.
yes.
Even though I have an X and a Y chromosome.
Yes.
You can't make this shit up. Shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. Just like I asked the Mississippi barrier, how do you get anywhere with a group of women who do this?
Yes, absolutely. Oh my God.
You asked me a yes or no question.
Man, I'm really talking. Man, you basically come in and said as an educated woman that just because you have facts, data, statistics, observable work that could pass for research, there have been papers written about me. They're talking about this on college campuses. And you said, me, as a single, solitary woman with my lived experience, short or as long as it is, supersedes you purely based upon a gender expression.
You're making this like a like you asked gender, and I agreed with you, but you're making it sound as if like what you're like, this is an opinion that any woman cannot give. Like you said, the woman that you've been speaking to agreed on a certain level that I'm disagreeing on. So you're saying they supersede me, and am I supposed to oversee them? No, I am the person you are courting. Like if you're this
No,
is
you're just one of them.
if I'm not, I'm not. But you looked
No,
at
ma'am. No, I don't look down on anything, ma'am. See, where'd you go to school for?
I'm pre-med.
Pre-med. Do you vote?
Yes.
Okay. Polls. 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 Did you ever take statistics?
Yes.
Okay. Then you understand sample size. You're one person. I got a sample size of thousands. Please make it make sense according to logic. Make it make academic sense.
Okay, so academically, if you're stating population is what actually, because what you're saying is population essentially, like the higher percentile is that answers for the group that is the group. Like you're making matches that simply are based off of percentiles.
I don't understand what you just said. What I'm going to simplify and say is I've talked to thousands of women in the real time in front of the world. That's the sample size.
And I'm saying these women
you're one woman, and you're saying that one woman supersedes everything that's already done. That wouldn't work in an academic setting. They'd say your sample size is too small. It's not even not a multivariate. It's a univariate, one factor. And man, you're trying to make something work instead of just saying something that's simple. I'm wrong.
I'm not.
Okay, then make it make sense.
It's sample size, like so.
If one woman, if I could do this, and I could snap my fingers, and all of a sudden I could have on screen on this side you, then on this side of the screen, every woman I've spoken to, their face on the screen, thousands of women. What side would be more credible? 1,000 women.
But it's not just one.
1,000. They all have their lived anecdotal experience, just like you. But there are thousands of them. Multiple data points. One data point. One, multiple. Make it make academic sense. Don't get upset. Don't shake your head with me. Just make it make academic sense. Make it make mathematical sense.
Mathematically, like?
A point, you don't even have 2 points. You can't even draw a straight line. You have 1 point. We've got thousands of points over here.
So then why is it that you're making my point seem like the point of the day if you obviously know that this is just what women
I'm saying that you said that your point of facts or what you think supersedes mine because you're a woman. And I'm
again, all the points are for multiple women.
I've talked to thousands of women. And you said that you can speak for men or about men, and I can speak about women.
Exactly.
Excuse me, but man, you're just wrong. I don't just make stuff up. And see, I got a couple of questions. Were you raised with your father?
Yes.
Okay. Did he go to college?
Yes.
Would your father try to make the same point you're making?
Yes.
Then he's not too bright either.
No, he's a very educated man.
Man, you can be educated and dumb.
He's not dumb.
1,000. You don't need a college degree for this. Kindergarten will do.
But that's not the facts. You say excited. Excited. 1,000.
What are facts? Facts are what? Let's go ahead and do this. Since you want to do this, facts. See, we have data. We have statistics.
Mm-hmm.
For facts. But you think your anecdotal experience is facts? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, then what about the thousands of women I talked to and their anecdotal experience? Those are thousands of facts.
And you're telling me all thousands of
Okay, so which weighs more? Your one fact or those thousands?
You're telling me those thousands.
Man, which weighs more? Which weighs more?
Me and
a thing that is proved, a thing that is known or proved to be true. How many people in a statistical model and a sample size do you need to speak to before you can say something is known or true?
When you start speaking to those that are here to actually instruct you enough to like
How many?
come back to you instead of
I talk
asking
to
for your
thousands.
assistance.
I talk to thousands. How many?
They come to ask for your assistance. I'm not here to ask.
See, what I want you guys to understand is with women like her, unless they get their opinion in, no one's matters. If you don't talk to every woman, then you even talk to enough. You're looking real silly out here right now, and I'm trying to help you. But if you're going to keep doing this stuff, I'll tell you right now, you can keep doing it.
I'll make you famous.
There is nothing.
Man, there's what? You come in and basically said, you aren't qualified. All right. Who is? I'm qualified. Why are you qualified? Because I'm a woman. What qualifies you? Because I'm a woman. All right.
So what qualifies me is
in
experience
transition,
as a woman.
I'm a trans woman. Would I then be qualified? You said yes.
That's why I agreed with you when you said the statement about trans
But
women.
that's foolish.
Because what qualifies
That's
me is
foolish.
my experience as a woman.
My standpoint and my views change just because I transitioned.
No, your experience changed.
No, it
Your
wouldn't.
experience changed.
No, it wouldn't.
So you're telling
No,
me you
it
live
wouldn't.
the same life
No,
as a
ma'am.
woman?
No, stop. No, it wouldn't. Bruce Jenner's experience as a decathlon winning athlete did not.
You're using a celebrity. You're using real life.
Stop. Don't overtalk. When they start over talking, they know they're losing. They know they're losing when they start over talking. Bruce Jenner won the decathlon in the 70s on the box of wheels. He experienced that. True or false?
True.
Okay. The decathlon. He transitioned to Caitlyn Jenner. Did it change his experience in the decathlon?
No.
Did it change the facts of the outcomes?
No.
He just changed his gender expression. So you're saying, so my point is if Bruce Jenner, Caitlyn Jenner, then it would change my experience. No, my mind would still be the same way it is.
Okay. Well, let's go
True
back
or false?
True.
True or false?
True.
Okay. Go ahead.
So then if we go back to your one not thousands, that is a 1% of a person that is in the spotlight, that has the ability, the money, and the people to do it for him. But now let's talk about the
I'm not speaking for Kevin.
real woman experience and more.
That's where you're wrong. I'm not sitting here telling you I talk to thousands of women. Believe me, I've done it in front of the world. You don't have to believe me. Believe what you heard. I'm not saying, you know what? I conducted a poll of 1,000 women, and this is what they said. What I had the balls to do is do it live in front of millions of people. And Monday through Friday for a year and a half, and let the world decide. True or false?
True.
So why are you trying to discount what you've seen, what's been shown, what's been known to be true?
But I
talked to Ebro in the morning. They were even talking about me on their podcast today. Talking about, well, when I first heard about him, I heard this, and he just said that. But then, guess what? At the end, they were all agreeing. That's why more and more women are starting to say, when I first heard you, I didn't like it, but now the more I listen, because at some point, let's put a hard pause right here. At some point, do the numbers become so overwhelming to where you have to change your mind?
No.
Okay. So if you had a choice of left or right, and you think left is the appropriate choice, but countless people continue to go right, you're another one of these women that's not going to change your mind. You're going to still go the way you feel.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is why I said what I said. The most dangerous women in the world are women you can't deal with. Congratulations, man. I don't know what you think you won, though. Because you're standing on a wrong square. You're an educated woman who refuses in the light of in an academic setting. We put it through academic tests, and you refuse to back off. Either you're extremely prideful, or you wasted your money in education because it doesn't appear to be working. Education is supposed to stretch your mind to new ideas, not make you more rigid.
It's doing exactly what it needs to do.
Fail black women like you. Exactly. It's failing.
No, it's not failing.
It's failing.
It's allowing you to open up
One
my
in four of you will marry. 1 in 4 of you will marry. 1 in 4. You have the most student loan debt.
I don't have that.
Women, I didn't say you.
And women are financially
You're not
free.
having a logical conversation. You're being disagreeable because you can't win. You won't even change your mind in the fact, okay, and if you're going to school, what did you say, what are you going to school for?
Pre-med. I was looking into pediatric care.
Okay, so if the accepted medical science and accepted procedures were this, and all of a sudden the Pediatrics Association came out with better data to get better outcomes for their patients, proven, peer-reviewed, all this other kind of stuff, shown to increase life expectancy, decrease infection, all these other kind of things, but you like this procedure. Would you still do this procedure, or would you use the one that had better outcome, better data, better results?
I use both, actually. That's
No.
That's what we
I
actually
give you an option. I said, would you use one or the other? I'll give you both. Hippocratic oath, do no harm. One has been shown. One in the medical profession, oxycodone and oxycontin were marketed because they were supposed to be less addictive than Vicodin. They were prescribed at exorbitant rates, and in the Midwest, we have had the pill epidemic. Now, general practitioners, doctors, and so forth have learned to stop prescribing that because it's more addictive. If you were a doctor and you had good results with OxyContin, but you see the addiction rates, would you continue to prescribe the Oxy, or would you start prescribing other stuff that had been shown to be less addictive?
You start prescribing other stuff.
Because you'd have better data. But that's what a reasonable person would do. Thank you for understanding, or proving that you understand when your ego isn't involved. You can't make this shit up, people. What am I wrong about?
Everything. I don't know. You know what?
Everything.
You're wrong about
everything. I'm wrong about everything.
No, okay.
Broken clock is right twice a day. Ma'am, you're going to med school. You're responsible for what comes out of your academic mouth. You said I'm wrong about everything. That was hyperbole. A broken clock is right twice a day. So there's nothing right about what I say. There's nothing good that comes out of this word. It's just wrong.
No, it's not. That's not exactly what I meant. I retract my statement.
Then what am I wrong about?
What I feel you are incorrect about is that it's simply gender. Like you've been asking me point blank questions so that I can answer as best fits my box. But like the female experience comes with also being a woman, and the woman that I can't experience that a man does, I stay reserved. I go, okay, like I don't understand those experiences, but in my opinion, which is what me and you also agreed was a stable line, in my opinion, this is how I feel, and this is how I feel. You place these boxes as if like they aren't women that have these type of mindsets that the thousands didn't agree on. The thousands that come on your live actually are asking you for assistance because they're not seeing what they fully can be capable of.
Simple. What am I wrong about? I'm doing my best, ma'am. I'm not keeping up with you.
That actually empower them.
Excuse me? What am I wrong about? You're talking in a stream of consciousness. What am I wrong about? You make it as simple so we can all understand.
Okay, you are simply wrong about it being your your place to speak on a woman's opinion when she looks at a man off of just you being a man and you speaking to thousands of women that only called for an assistance when they were in stumps. Real women of this age, the modern women, as
Stop,
you say.
stop, stop. I've already asked you at the beginning, can men speak on women? You
And I
said
said
yes.
no. I said
Hold
opinions.
on,
I
hold
said
on, man.
opinions, but not
Hold on,
facts.
hold on. No. See, I covered that. See, women like yourself feel like that you shouldn't really say anything because you're not a woman. I covered that 15 minutes ago. For everybody who don't remember, I covered that at the beginning because I knew it was going to be. See, that's after all those thousands of interviews I've done. I know the tactics. A man has no place to really speak because he's not a woman. He doesn't. But yet, if I transition, then all of a sudden I could speak because now I have a new gender expression. Man, it makes no sense. We're going circular. But I'm going to ask you one simple question. One really simple question, okay? With women who think like you, how are black men supposed to work and build?
When women think like me, how is a black man supposed to work? And
Yeah, how are we supposed to come together, make families?
by you
build?
looking at, by you actually looking at me as a partner, as someone who
You're not my partner. Wife is a role. Partner is a business.
and both are intertwined. You're
Okay, but they're intertwined. But here's the thing. If you and I were married, and I said, we're going to do this with Kevin Jr., and you said, I think we should do that with Kevin Jr., and we sat down, you believe this in your bones, and I believe this in my bones. They're diametrically opposed. Which way do we go?
the way that one party feels is not like
There
as serious to me.
has to be a choice made, and they're diametrically opposed. You as the mother believe one thing, I as the father believe another thing. We are out of negotiation. A choice must be made.
And one person needs to make that choice to
Which
step
way?
down and to step up.
Which way? We can't.
Either. I don't think neither
No,
party.
ma'am. I'm asking you. Come on, Doc. Come on, Doc. Life or death. A choice has to be made. Which way? You're the mother, I'm the father. I say right, you say left. We can't be in the middle. A choice has to be made. Which way?
The way that is best. Like we are
Which
parents.
way?
Both.
You think your way is best. I think my way is best. We have to do one or the other.
Exactly. So either you
Which
back
way?
down or I back down.
Which
That's
way?
it. Either you back down or I back
No.
down.
I'm asking you.
I'm not.
You're my wife. You're the woman. You're the wife. Which way? Your husband feels one way. You believe another way. It's your child. It's his child. But then that can't be both. Which way?
Mine.
Thank you. That's why we can't get anywhere with women like her.
No, that's not.
No.
This is.
No. That's why you get nowhere with women.
Do you want a mother or do you want a wife?
No, man.
Because what is that?
Your way. You say go your way. That means at the
I
end.
am a mother
Excuse
first.
me.
Do you want a mother
You a
or
mother.
a wife? These are your children that you care so
Don't
much
ever
about.
fucking talk to me. I've already said don't do that. You're a mother. See, that's why I said we have a child. I'm the father. You can't pull DNA biological rank on the biological father.
Can't.
That's what you said. I'm a mother first. That's why I said at the beginning of this shit, it's about female superiority. This woman said, this is my child. You might as well just start pulling rank. Put your dick up. You're a woman. Why would I make a choice for my child, your child, our child is going to harm my kids? But because women know better, because you are the mother, I'm supposed to back down. Get the fuck out of here. This is insane. You see it every time. I accounted for, can a man speak for a woman? Can a woman speak for a man? When you put them in a box and make them choose, they resist, because they don't want to say the truth. You have no authority here, man. I am superior. You back down. It's my way. hyena mindset.
You are nothing but a hoop Holy shit, look at that rabid hyena just ripping this guy's nuts off.
Can't do that to a lion, baby girl. Told you. Nothing matters. So to my critics, facts don't matter. Data don't matter. Statistics don't matter. The work doesn't matter. You can do the work. You can have the sample size. At the end of the day, just like the damn...
Yes, absolutely. Oh my God, that's the perfect question. Yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Just like her, that was a mindset the first young lady shared, and she said, you can do nothing with women that think that way. So when you recognize them, leave them. There's nothing to be gained. And more my critics and detractors are going to have to realize that men are getting better at recognizing these disagreeable, combative women who are not going to follow. They're not going to follow your lead. This whole bullshit about if black men build Wakanda, we'll follow you. No, you won't. Not women like her. Because it's never good enough. There's never enough facts. There's never enough data. There is never enough anything to change the negative image a black man has in her mind. We are always going to be less than in the minds of women like that. But they'll be the first ones to tell you, I love the black community. I love black men. But again, close your eyes, close your ears, watch what they do. And at the end of the day, you are beneath us. We're your mothers, we're your grandmothers, we raised you. You are subordinate to us. Get nowhere with women like that. Don't even fight it. Call it out, though. I hope more of you guys, I'm glad more of you guys are starting to call this shit out.